Homeless. If you're homeless, you're at the bottom of society in terms of economic influence and purchasing power. In simple terms, you're financially destitute, unable to afford basic needs like housing or other essentials. Homeless individuals often live on the streets, in temporary shelters, or stay with friends or family in hopes of rebuilding their lives. Think of it as a perpetual episode of Survivor, but with none of the perks. Many become homeless due to a lack of job opportunities, mental health struggles, or societal challenges like unaffordable housing and demanding employment requirements. They rely on sporadic income, soup kitchens, or the kindness of strangers to get by. Even if they have the willingness to work, finding a job while homeless can be incredibly challenging. Imagine filling out a job application and listing the bench across from Main Street as your address. In some cases, people who are homeless may hold jobs and can afford basic meals, but housing costs are so high that even earning above minimum wage isn't enough to secure a stable home. They may live as couch surfers or, in some cases, have turned their car into an all-in-one bedroom, living room, and kitchen setup. Unskilled laborers. Unskilled laborers are individuals willing to work hard but lack formal education or specific technical skills. They may have barely made it through high school, but they're eager to do honest work and contribute to society. These workers are essential to the economy, performing physically demanding jobs that keep society running smoothly. You'll often find them working on construction sites, cleaning hotel rooms, collecting waste, or operating repetitive tasks in factories. These are the people who, if repetitive tasks were an Olympic event, would easily win gold. The term unskilled doesn't imply a lack of ability, but rather that these roles don't require formal education or advanced training. You won't find them attending physics lectures to qualify for sweeping floors. Unfortunately, they're often underpaid and lack job security, facing fewer benefits compared to skilled workers. But their work is crucial. Without them, garbage would pile up, construction would stall, and essential services would grind to a halt. Working poor. The term working poor seems contradictory. After all, the assumption is that working hard should prevent poverty. Yet, in today's economy, you can hold down multiple jobs, clock in overtime, and still struggle to cover basic needs. This group often juggles 2 or more low-wage jobs just to afford rent, food, and healthcare. It's like running on a treadmill that's only speeding up, no matter how tired you get. Despite their willingness to work, they are often trapped in unstable jobs with little opportunity for advancement. Picture climbing a ladder with grease on every rung. Visible progress is out of reach. Jobs held by the working poor are often critical for society's day-to-day operations, from retail to restaurant work and cleaning services, yet they're undervalued and underpaid. The economy essentially tells these workers, "Thanks for your hard work, but here's barely enough to get by." Basic grocery shopping feels like a luxury, and an unexpected medical bill could throw their finances into chaos. Blue-collar workers. Blue-collar workers bring technical skills and a strong work ethic to manual labor jobs. From construction sites to assembly lines, they're skilled in fixing, building, and operating machinery. Historically known as blue-collar workers because of the durable, grease-friendly attire they wore, these individuals are the backbone of sectors like manufacturing, electrical work, plumbing, and transportation. While they might not hold office jobs, these workers' roles are far from simple. Electricians, for instance, have to master intricate wiring systems to keep homes safe. Truck drivers endure long hauls to keep stores stocked with essentials. Blue-collar workers may not sit behind a desk, but their skills are indispensable for society's basic functions. They keep our lights on, our roads maintained, and our homes and cities functioning, often working in environments that are physically demanding and occasionally dangerous. Service workers. Service workers provide the daily services that most people take for granted, from making your coffee to driving you to work. They're the faces you see at restaurants, coffee shops, retail stores, and public transit. Unlike jobs that produce physical goods, service roles focus on interactions, interpersonal skills, and the ability to deal with the unpredictability of human behavior. Imagine dealing with an angry customer because they got regular milk instead of almond milk in their latte. Such is the life of a service worker. In this industry, social standing can vary widely. Some, like baristas or cashiers, earn minimum wage, surviving on smiles and tips, while others, like medical assistants or flight attendants, are paid more due to the skills and certification required. Despite their varying wages, service workers all share the challenge of inconsistent schedules, long hours on their feet, and the occasional Karen demanding to speak to the manager. Their work, however, keeps society moving, making them indispensable if often underappreciated. Small business owners. Small business owners occupy a unique place in society's class structure. They often juggle multiple roles: manager, accountant, marketer, and delivery person, all to keep their businesses afloat. Whether they're running a cozy cafe, a clothing boutique, or a tech startup, these entrepreneurs roll up their sleeves and build something from scratch. Financially, they generally land somewhere in the middle class, although the journey is far from smooth. Small business income often resembles a roller coaster of UPS downs and occasional moments of financial terror. Small business owners are pillars of their communities, creating jobs, supporting local causes, and adding character to their neighborhoods. However, they face fierce competition from larger corporations and the pressure to stay relevant as consumer preferences shift. They may struggle to keep their businesses profitable while facing challenges that are both financial and operational. Despite this, small business owners are essential to the local economy, infusing neighborhoods with diversity and resilience. White-collar workers. White-collar workers are the professionals who populate business districts and corporate offices, often wearing suits and ties instead of hard hats and steel-toed boots. These workers fill a range of roles, from managers to administrators and skilled specialists, and usually require some level of higher education. Typically middle class or above, they have job security, opportunities for career advancement, and, in many cases, solid benefits. Within the white-collar world, social standing can vary significantly. Executives and senior managers usually hold the most power and receive the highest pay, while interns and entry-level workers earn significantly less. These jobs come with their own set of challenges, such as high-stress environments, tight deadlines, and office politics. While white-collar workers may enjoy a higher social status due to education and income, they sometimes find themselves sacrificing personal fulfillment for professional obligations. Landed gentry. The landed gentry occupy a rarefied space in society, holding significant wealth and property, often passed down through generations. They aren't quite nobility, but belong to an upper echelon, with vast estates and influence built over time. These families typically inherit wealth and land that has been in the family for centuries, benefiting from generations of accumulated riches. Many members of the landed gentry receive an elite education, attending prestigious schools to prepare them to manage their assets responsibly. Their lives are often centered on property management and preservation of family wealth. In society, they enjoy high status, but their impact is typically felt in maintaining family traditions and economic investments rather than participating in hands-on work. They live comfortably, untouched by the financial challenges faced by most people, yet many of them contribute to local causes or involve themselves in philanthropy. Political elite. Political elites are at the forefront of government and influence in society, often forming dynasties that pass down roles from generation to generation. These families dominate the political landscape in their respective towns, cities, or even countries, wielding significant power. Thanksgiving dinners likely revolve around zoning laws, policy discussions, and budget debates. Political elites are a small group that enjoys a high degree of influence over public policy and social priorities. Members include high-ranking politicians, business leaders, and media figures, often possessing the resources, connections, and educational backgrounds necessary to secure and maintain power. While some genuinely seek positive change, others may focus on self-preservation and consolidation of power, resulting in mixed motivations. As power often stays within this elite club, political elites may be out of touch with the daily struggles of the average person. Oligarchs. Oligarchs are those who possess a significant portion of wealth and resources within society, allowing them to wield enormous influence over economic and political systems. The term oligarchy means rule by a few, and these individuals are at the helm of business empires that employ vast numbers of people and produce immense wealth. Their bank accounts boast so many zeros that they can affect national or even global policies simply by choosing where to invest. Oligarchs have tight relationships with political leaders and often find themselves invited to exclusive events where deals are made and power networks are strengthened. These individuals may drive economic growth, but they can also exacerbate wealth inequality as they benefit disproportionately from economic resources. While some use their wealth philanthropically, others may prioritize their financial gains over societal well-being, contributing to growing economic disparity.